stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Leading the Steelers, there's Mike Tomlin, one of the winningest coaches in league history, entering year 19 with Pittsburgh, not one of them a losing season. And on the other side, he has plenty of experience as a player, but Brock, this is his debut season as a head coach with the Jets. It's Aaron Glenn. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Thomas on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start it can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. As we look here, Brock, we're reminded that if you can somehow get through the preseason injury-free, you're really one of the lucky ones. Most teams going to be missing at least a key player or 2 to start the season.
And it's going to happen between workouts, practices, preseason games, and I know there's a lot of debate about the off seasons of today and getting your team healthy for week 1. And while we don't ever want to see them, we do know this. They'll create immediate opportunities for someone else to step in and make an impact on the season no one saw coming.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and 10 from the 43. Hall running between the tackles. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. You really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. First down. Here's Rodgers. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And that drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Rodgers from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around, more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go right back to Hall. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 4 there, and it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Fields on 3rd. Connects with the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Hall reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Nevis with a point after. And the Jets take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1.
Steelers, nothing.
Nevis ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. To the air on first down, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's keeping it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
It's a gain of 4.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down.
And 6.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10, Fields. He's loaded another one up. That one connects. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Hall has the New York touchdown. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around...
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Dante Kent with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for no gain. As we look here, Brock, we're reminded that if you can somehow get through the preseason injury-free, You're really one of the lucky ones. Most teams going to be missing at least a key player or two to start the season.
And it's going to happen between workouts, practices, preseason games, and I know there's a lot of debate about the off seasons of today and getting your team healthy for week one. And while we don't ever want to see them, we do know this. They'll create immediate opportunities for someone else to step in and make an impact on the season no one saw coming.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The Steelers set to punt it. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do it at their drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Power on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Now run for it with Hall. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
It's a turnover on down. 319. Look at this.
On 1st down, Warren. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Warren once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. 1st down now, ball at the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he did his part, Carter. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down. The Steelers calling their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. I hit the crib with it collide, but really ain't tripping. We kicking it right through the Which team was happening?
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game. offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. And that delay of game certainly ups the difficulty on this third down. They need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. A lot of mess on the move here. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Steelers offense headed out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. On the ground here with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's good for a Steelers first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Steelers.
Pressure coming, Rodgers. That's DK on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Copy the pace here as the clock continues to run.
That's another Steelers first down.
Rodgers gonna throw on first. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now here's Rodgers. Going deep here for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense. The guy that's got to make...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in a hurry up here. Desperation time here on 4th. Taking a chance to the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets put up even more points in a win. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Mevis ready to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
First down throw here by Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. So the win goes to the Jets. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year, but what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.
The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.